Are you still getting confused about the PT exam, especially after the changes were applied? Then you 100% need to watch this video. Since the exam changes were applied, I have taken the exam personally many times to do all the checks, and many of my subscribers and many of our viewers as well are performing excellent. Here are the scorecards, my scorecard and our students' scorecards, and you can see many of them are getting a perfect 90 in all bands. Hey everyone, this is Anurag here from Edutrainex PTE. First of all, wish you a very happy Diwali and I hope you all are doing great. So the PTE exam, which is the Pearson test of English, is still considered to be one of the easiest when you compare to the other English exams like IELTS. And when you look at our YouTube post, which is also our Hall of Fame, where you can see many of the viewers, many of the students are still able to crack their desired scores with simple amount of effort. So I'm going to share 5 simple different things that you can do to get a perfect 90 score in the PT exam. But before I get into the video, I'll tell you about the unlimited classes also, what we offer. You can WhatsApp us or Telegram us to know more about it. But we'll give you unlimited classes, unlimited support until you succeed with 3 months of our app access. That includes all the resources that we provide, vocabulary, practice questions, mock tests, spelling banks, each and everything at your fingertips. But if you have already invested money somewhere, preparing yourself, then we do also offer some YouTube memberships like Priority and VIP. If you want to get access to the most repeated exam questions both for core and academic exam, go for Priority. And if you are looking for much more, which is like grammar ebook, vocabulary books for the reading module, spelling books, templates, and then also some exclusive access to videos, then go for VIP. So do explore all the options in the paid training. If you want to attend a demo class, again WhatsApp us or Telegram us and then we can organize that for you. You will get personalized coaching, you will get personal attention from me as well as from my team. So let's like and subscribe and watch and understand what are those 5 simple things that we have been talking about that can take you towards the 90 score. So the number one problem or the number one thing that you need to do given at the current moment of time is, let's talk about 2 of the modules which are a little bit tricky at this stage. First is the reading module. In the reading module, earlier we used to tell you that attempt the MCQs quickly. But now the need of the hour, because of the reduced time, now the time is only between 23 to 25 minutes. Many people are getting only 23 minutes. Some people are getting a little bit more for the reading module. That gives us not enough time to solve all the questions for the reading module. So we divert our attention to the most important ones, ignore the ones which are not fetching us that much marks. So out of 5 questions that appear in the reading module that contributes to your reading scores are reading fill in the blanks, drag and drop, reading fill in the blanks, drop down, reorder paragraph, multiple choice single answers and multiple choice multiple answers. Out of these, your focus should be in the exam on reading fill in the blanks, both drag and drop down, as well as reorder paragraph, which will serve as the majority contributor to your reading scores. For the other MCQ, single and multiple answer, what you need to do is just select very quickly one of the answer options and click next. Because it's a big passage, it's only giving you 1 point for single answer, 2 points for multiple answer. Not worth investing that much time to read just the big passage for 1 marks. Right? So making and applying common sense over here, we ignore those 2 questions. What about the multiple choice questions that come in the listening module? Now again, listening module in total is around 30 minutes, but 10 minutes is taken up by the summarized spoken text alone. So the remaining time, whatever you get, is around 18-19 minutes or 20 minutes is only for the remaining 7 questions that come in the listening module. Out of them, some are really challenging. Now, talking about the PT academic exam, highlight correct summary is something that does contribute to your reading, but it will require a lot of listening, a lot of note taking and a lot of reading. Again, the answer options are not just options, they are paragraphs. So ideally what you do is, because there is no negative marking, just select one answer and move to the next one. Coming back to the reading multiple choice, multiple answers, again you select one answer, you move on. Although there is negative marking over there, but if you select one answer, then negative marking does not apply even if you get it wrong. Same thing, now coming back to the listening module. And listening module, we already talked about highlight correct summary. Again, there are multiple choice single answers and multiple choice multiple answers. It is a little different than reading questions because you are listening to the audio, and the audio part you will not be able to skip. So if you are able to find the answer while you are listening, or if you have already become a good listener, then you will be able to find the answers even while you are listening. And even after the audio finishes, Within 30 seconds, you find whatever the answer suits the best according to whatever you remember, and then move next. No point in spending too much time over there. So these are the areas that you need to focus on first. And within which modules we have to focus. Now, read aloud is not very important anymore. So you can reduce your focus from read aloud. Answer short question was never a part of good scoring for your PT speaking module. So read aloud, answer short question is something that you do not have to take very, very seriously. In read aloud, multiple strategies are working. Whether you skip the words, whether you are just doing one liner, everything is working. But whatever you deliver, deliver it with complete smoothness. Okay. Even one liner, don't make too many mistakes. Otherwise, even the 10 points or less than 10 points that read aloud contributes will also get hampered. Now, I already stressed to you about the reading fill in the blanks question. The other major player in the PT exam is the essay writing. Please do not ignore that. I will separately cover each and everything for you for the essay writing a little later. First things first, how can we boost our reading scores? How can we boost our writing scores? If you did not know up until now, every language, the basis of every language is only two things, grammar and vocabulary. Vocabulary is knowing the words and grammar is how to use the words together. Only that can form the basis of any language that is spoken or written in this world. And same thing is English. It's no different. So what we need to focus is the grammar. And we have spent so much time in creating grammar videos, specifically for reading, specifically for writing. There is a big playlist for grammar especially. Again, for vocabulary, to improve your vocabulary, we are offering so many things on the YouTube channel. Monthly playlist of the most repeated vocabulary words for your reading module that will strengthen. And we have huge evidence of the students who have followed last 3 to 6 months of those videos alone have seen good amount of increase in their reading scores. And if you are ready to spend a little bit, then you can explore the VIP membership plan where you get the entire vocabulary list of whatever words are appearing in the exam, in the reading module right now in this month and the previous months combined, as well as it gives you the collocation, which prepositions it is used, exactly what is tested in the exam from you. And reading also requires for you to become a little bit fast reader. So reading skills must be developed. And who says reading every day does not help you in writing? Look at one of our comments from one of our watchers, one of our viewers. He spent a lot of time in reading according to what advice I gave him. And then it also reflected on his writing scores. So it is just a myth that reading does only help you in reading. It also helps you in the entire exam. That's the best way to improve your English. Reading a lot. The number two simple thing that you need to understand is that you need to upgrade your template. You need to leave behind the whatever the templates you are using. You have to understand the change. Right now, what is most important in the exam is to avoid the human review at all costs. Now, if you try to watch some of the channels which are still giving you wordy templates with appropriate version 1.2, 2.3, 4.5, those versions keep expiring, just the way I used to tell you before, if you have been watching us for long. So do not use any kind of template that gives you a lot of words from the template itself and does not allow you to write. The balance, what formula you need to avoid the human review, because again, we have seen students who have got 70s, 60s, 80s in other modules, but they did try these kind of techniques for writing, essay writing, saw scores in 30s in writing. And that is a fact. Because when it goes for human review, they straight away treat it as a penalty. They give you penalty scores that brings down your score, writing score tremendously. So do not use those kind of templates. The formula over here, what I was telling you, is a 50-50 balance. Start with 50-50 if you can't exceed your content at least to 60%. 50% of the template, whatever you are using, and remaining 50% wordings you have to write from your side. And don't forget about phrase writing. If you are worried about your extended writing scores, then you have to exhibit, you have to demonstrate that yes, I am capable in writing phrases. And that too, not just one or two keyword phrase. That's not a phrase. Phrase has to be minimum 5 words long or even longer. The more longer you can write by making complex compounds, especially in the essays, then the more marks you can achieve. For content, for general linguistics, for structure, coherence, everything combined. Now, because we are still talking about essays, I will show you one of the essay templates that still works in the exam, that is still used by our students. But the first things first, I'll show you the thumbnail of which video I'm talking about for essays, where you can find this template. And when you use any template, first of all, see that every sentence is allowing you to write. And what I advocate, what I recommend you guys to modify this template, all the wordings, replace it with synonyms and make the template your own version. So at the end, the AI, the PT AI will not have any ways to detect that this is part of any template. So make your own version of template. Use the free grammar tools that are there. Don't just modify randomly and then make it full of grammar mistakes. Don't do that. Check your grammar as well. Once you have replaced the wordings, it should still be structurally sound. Now, what we do with this kind of essays is, first of all, we will definitely avoid the human reviews, because every single sentence we are writing a phrase, not just the keywords. And believe me, guys, if you are still trying to find out whether I just give me a template that requires 50 score for you or just requires 60 score, if you try to use those kind of topic or keyword type of templates, it's not going to work. Absolutely not going to work. Any single sentence or multiple sentences in a paragraph, if they are ready-made or pre-memorized, that is, they are not relevant to the topic, will be detected by the AI. And if you write multiple of them throughout the essay, then straight away it is going for human review. And that's definitely you are hitting the axe on your own legs. So basically you are destroying your own writing scores if you are using that. And why do you want to waste so much money to test it on the exam? If you really want to try those templates, do it on the official mock test where it is only a fractional cost. You will see very low scores with that, and that will tell you that yes, this kind of templates do not work in the exam. But yes, these kind of templates do work in the exam because structurally they are very sound. It has everything that the Pearson scoring guidelines tell you, and also you are writing long phrases from your side, more relevant content from your side, and again more tips if you need. For essays, we have made 3 types of videos. One with the template, one even getting 9 band without any template, just using the structure, and also a third video, how you can get 26 out of 26. If you stick to what the question has been asked, you do not miss any points, you connect your ideas together. So watch those 3 videos combination or a combo offer for essay learning, then you will understand everything related to essay writing, and then you are in good hands. So again, start with at least 50% of the template, 50% from your side. If you talk about this template is around 120 words, and then if you write 130, 140 words, 150 words, this will take the overall word count to 270, 280, and then you are able to demonstrate that yes, I can write more, give me more marks. That's how you can achieve the better scores. The number 3 is time management related to reading and listening. I partly talked about it just some time back, but this is again something that you need to manage. See, speaking and writing, you get fixed time, allocated time for different questions. But in reading, you do not get any fixed time, just an overall time, that to 23, 24 minutes, and you have to finish all the questions. So you need to keep an eye every single time you are attempting a question. Keep an eye, how much time did I consume in this question? Okay, so you have to balance the time in the reading module. Same thing happens in the listening module, which is the last part of the exam. As soon as the summarized spoken text finishes, your timer starts. So around 18-19 minutes, whatever you get, you have to manage the time yourself. Okay, there is no specific time for every question. You have to keep looking at the timer and finish the exam, because at the end you get right from dictation, and you must attempt that question because it still contributes a lot to your listening as well as to your writing scores. So 2 things are required to master the reading and the listening module, whichever modules we were talking about, managing the time. For reading, I already told you grammar, vocabulary is must, fast reading skills is must. You can start reading from sciencedaily.com every single day. A lot of articles, a lot of published quality articles are there. Ignore the scientific words, focus on the good English words that have been used. And if you are ready to spend a little bit more, then VIP membership plan will give you the grammar ebook, every grammar bits that is required in the PT exam to solve the reading questions, to write the writing phrases, as well as the vocabulary book you will also get. So explore the membership plan and do whatever is required for you. At the same time, you should also start focusing on sharpening your listening skills. If you do not sharpen your listening skills, what will happen is, first of all, listening is directly linked to your writing scores as well, and many questions in the speaking module also require you to be a good listener. So if you are not sharpening your listening skills, if you are not able to understand what the audio is being said, a lot of areas will be compromised. Believe me, if you do 90, 90, 90, 90 out of the whole exam, 180, that's twice 90, is as much contributed from your listening section alone, your listening skills alone. So that's how listening is so integrated with the exam. Do not ignore it. Listen as many things as you can in various native English accents. It can be entertainment, it can be movies, it can be documentaries or podcasts. We do offer podcasts for our students on the portal as well, and make them listen every single day so that their listening skills improve. And you can also do the same. Now, before I move to the next most important thing, I wanted to give you a bonus tip. Focus on summarize written text as well as highlight incorrect words if you are worried about your reading scores. Because if you don't do well or do silly mistakes in these questions, summarize written text, people often take it very lightly, but it can contribute good amount of points to your reading section, around 20 points from summarize written text. And highlight incorrect words from the listening module, again 10 to 12 points you can get easy for your reading scores. So do not take it lightly. Sometimes audios are faster in highlighting correct words. That's why I keep telling you that you have to become a better listener, sharpen your listening skills all the time. Indirectly, it is boosting your reading scores. The fourth important thing or a shift in the exam is that you have to upgrade your describe image. Why? Because now describe image has come out to be the most important question from the speaking module. If you want to do well, you have to perform well in this type of question. And please do not resort to again those kind of silly templates where I can see a beautiful image and I have to talk to, about it for 40 seconds. This is a very lovely image, informative image. Thank you very much. If you do like that, then don't come and ask me, sir, why this template did not work, because I told you already this kind of template will not work. Again, straight away, this will be flagged for human review, and then human review is like, so avoid human review. That is the first target. How can we do that? If we follow proper structure. Don't try to put the keywords one by one. So don't say the image shows 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 18,000, 19,000, 20,000, 21,000, 22,000. And then you say red, blue, and then you see mean salary, gender. Don't use the words like that. Have a phrase. What I'm trying to say is the title is often given. And if you're worried about the difficult or complex images, we do have separate videos, separate techniques how you can solve those kind of questions by divide and rule, pick one by one. 4 techniques have been given to you for complex images. Do go and watch that video. Everything related to complex images will be piece of cake after that. So what I'm trying to say is always make a phrase. Now, many students who are already doing well in speaking, but they are losing marks in extended speaking because they just make a 2-word phrase. The template itself is like 4-5 words, and then you are just adding 1 or 2 words. What did I say? At least maintain a 50-50 formula. So if the template has 4-5 words, then minimum you have to speak 5 words or a little bit more than that to increase your dominance, to increase your content. So I should not say there is a clear indication that women and men. I should not say like that. Or similarly, the image also supports red and blue. I should not say like that. So because the proportion disorientates. So the proportion of the template itself is bigger than what I am speaking. So what you have to say is there is a clear indication that men and women are shown for the years 2008 to 2013 in red and blue colors. Make some meaning out of it. And then when you are talking about the maximum or minimum, don't worry about the precise numbers. Say something around. Maybe it's between 21 and 22. You can say 21.5 thousand. That's how you have to say approximately. Don't worry about the precise number because that can make you hesitate sometimes. 42.3 or 33.467. Now, another video that we made especially on describe image is to cover all the types of images. 10 types of images that come in the exam, and we have talked about each and every one of them. So if you think that this template is difficult because in other graphs or in other type of images there is no axis, there is no y-axis, what shall I do? Which type of vocabulary shall I use? So that video is going to tell you entirely everything, how you can still use the same template but modify a little bit vocabulary to suit the type of image that has come in the exam. Okay, so that will completely dominate you in the exam and you will be able to get the 31% point or 33% point, how much ever the describe image is contributing currently, which is the maximum, and you will be able to achieve that. Extended speaking is also something that you need to think about. And the number 5th one is summarize spoken text. Again, another underdog, you should not leave it behind. Again, time to upgrade. Again, time to leave behind the wordy templates, the templates which have too many words and you are just adding keywords. Those kind of templates will not work. Again, why? We need to avoid the human review at all cost. and try and start with minimum 50-50 formula, 50% template or structure. More than 50% you have to try to generate from your own side. Now for PTE academic, it's around 50 to 70 words. And as you all know, that content points have been increased now. So you have to try to write at least above 60 words to cover more content and then get those points for yourself. Whereas in PT core exam, it's only 20 to 30 words, and that becomes more challenging to stuff the main relevant points in only those sentences. PT academic is still easy, 60, 70 words, close to 70 words if you write, then definitely. And if you have followed that grammar technique that we have been showing to you, how to write phrases using the SVO concept, then you will not have any grammar mistakes. And of course, spellings you have to improve. So spellings video, we have a complete playlist from the last 10 to 12 months. We have been doing that, showing you the repeated spellings, especially for the fill in the blanks, right from dictation, and some parts of summarized spoken text words as well. So do start learning about the spellings. There is no other solution. Okay, the solution is that we learn the language and we solve it properly, just like a person studying at the school. We have to learn it and then we take the exam and then we are able to clear it. And again, when you are writing phrases in summarized spoken text, make sure that your phrases are at least 5 words long. Don't just write 1 or 2 keywords or keywords separated by commas. Those are not considered phrase. They are still keywords. Keyword 1, 2, 3, 4. How many keywords you use? Not considered phrase. I'm telling you again. Let me show you the template. Now this is the template that you should be using. Even a trimmed down template can work. The speaker explained, then you can write the phrase. Firstly, he talked about this. Then he explained another phrase, another phrase, another phrase, and then finally you put a phrase over here. So you must avoid any one keyword templates, and every phrase you have to be 5 words or more. So what we try to do is put the introduction or make the introduction proper. So we make it quite wordy, or the phrase itself is long to cover the main idea in the introduction, and another longer sentence in the conclusion. So minimum 4 phrases. If you use 4 to 5 phrases in the exam, then you can definitely get a good score. That will also increase the word count, take it close to 70, definitely above 60. So I would say 3 to 4 minimum you have to target for 7 band scores, and 4 to 5 or even 6. In total, there are 6 phrases over here. So 5 minimum, 5 phrases you have to write. Okay, why I have shown over here is 4 because I am talking about the body part, but don't forget the introduction and conclusion. So in total there are 5 to 6 phrases. Don't write anything generic. Never say that overall the lecture was very informative. No, that becomes a generic sentence and straight away it will be detected by the AI, gone for human review, and then once human review or a human reviewer checks your response, what you have done, one generic sentence, they will penalize you. They will put a penalty on the score. You will lose a lot of points unnecessarily. So do well in this question. This will also boost your writing scores, not only your listening scores. So start implementing these 5 changes in your PTE exam preparation, and then you will start seeing the changes. And we will keep bringing to you a lot of useful information that will keep you one step ahead in your preparation for the PTE exam, and then it will become very easy for you. Now, before you leave, we also wanted to say again that if you are looking for PT training directly with me and my team, do WhatsApp us or Telegram us. We will provide you unlimited coaching, unlimited WhatsApp support with 3 months of full access to our application where you get all the resources. 99% of the students have sufficient time to clear this exam with our guidance. And if you are already spending money in some other institute, you just want a little bit boost, do explore our priority and the VIP plan that is offered on the YouTube channel. That will also give you a lot of goodies. In the meantime, don't go away. Watch this particular video that we made on grammar shortcuts, 10 amazing 10 lead grammar shortcuts that will help you, that will give you a very boost to your reading preparation, and you will be able to solve the questions much faster. Keep watching Edutrainex, and I'll soon be back with another super informative video on PT topics. See you soon.